Hello, my name is Jacob, and I am a Norse pagan. So I put the pretty things at the very beginning of the video. That way, if you just want to tune out, you just wanted to see the beautiful mountains, feel free. I just wanted to talk about my Colorado trip just a little bit and kind of the experience I had there. So starting with the Wardruna, I was going to show footage, but honestly, my seats were absolutely terrible for the concert itself. I had a wonderful time. I experienced so much, got to meet so many new people, and got to see so many people that practice the faith in one area. And that was the most amazing part of it, is that it was a 6,000 person venue, and I would say about half of the people there were pagans or at least interested in paganism. There wasn't too many normal people, I would say. I mean, I didn't dress up. Maybe one day I will, but for right now I didn't. And there was plenty of people that were dressed up. And I mean, one of the coolest parts was this guy, if you're that guy, kudos to you. He shouted like, "Hail the Norwegian gods," and it was cool to see that. While I love talking to you guys, I don't necessarily see pagans out in the wild. So to actually see other pagans out in the wild was wild. And watching Einar Selvik play, I mean, super nice guy. Talked a little bit at the end, had like a double encore. But the most amazing part is something I talked about on my Instagram already. But it's when I kind of leaned back in between sets and I kind of looked up into the stars and was talking to Odin and all the gods and asked them if they were there with us. And then as soon as I leaned up, the song started, so it was a very beautiful opening. And then the moon in the distance just began to peek out of the clouds and revealed itself to be this beautiful orange, almost full moon shining above the crowd and like watching us as we watched Wardruna. And you could tell a lot of people felt the energy from it. We all got really excited. I did. Jason did, and who I was with. And we all felt the energy of the moon, and I believe the presence of the gods. Not to mention the Red Rock Amphitheater is one of the coolest venues probably in the world. I know it's on a lot of people's buckets list. So actually to go there, at only 25 was such an experience. If you ever have an opportunity, whether it's Wardruna or not, go to the Red Rocks. So also I wanted to talk about my experience in the mountains. So I like Colorado. I kind of went there to scope it out as a potential place to move and maybe even, think about building a temple or a hall there. And I wasn't quite sold on it. I went to downtown, city was cool, was fine, had a great time downtown. And then as soon as we started going to the Red Rocks, it was like, wow, this place is pretty wild. I mean, the amount of distance between the Red Rocks and Denver and the fact that you could see it was mind-blowing. On top of that, I decided to go up into the mountains the next day to this Lost Lake Trail, I believe it was called, just past Boulder, about 45 minutes outside of Denver. And it was the most amazing experience. I really needed it. And if you notice on my Instagram lately, I've been talking about connecting to nature a lot more lately. Because it made me realize that if you get stuck in the day-to-day, which we all do, we all have jobs. I work at a car dealership, so we all have our day jobs. We all have to pay bills. We all have to eat. So if you ever feel unconnected to the gods, I'm not saying go to Colorado. I think go if you can, but go out into nature more. Head out into the woods and commune with the gods, commune with the spirits. And that's what we did. I mean, we brought an offering with us to the mountain, and we left it at the base of the mountain. At least I left all mine there, and kind of asked the mountain, like, "Hey, we're here to have an adventure. Please keep us safe. We're here with our gods, and if they so choose to show themselves, that'd be wonderful." And so we started hiking, and everywhere we looked, we were just absolutely blown away by the beauty. I mean, you saw at the beginning of this video. I mean, it was truly, truly gorgeous. And we felt the gods, without a doubt. I mean, I remember on our way back down from the trail, I got on this kind of plateau rock and looked over the valley and saw, 6, 7 mountains all kind of interwoven together. And I just remember thinking, like, this is the gods. Like, you see the gods here in the beauty of nature. As much as we love our couches and our TVs, our gods aren't there. Our gods are out in the nature, out in the primordial forces of the world. So that's kind of the big takeaway I learned from this. Yes, I knew about Landvatir. Yes, I've kind of preached it before about going out into nature. But truly, I've never felt so reinvigorated in my life than when I was in those mountains. And I want to spend every waking moment getting back there. So I just kind of want to make this video really quick. I didn't want to do a big thing. I just wanted you to see that footage in the very beginning. It was really cool experience. I hope you liked it. But if you made it this far, thank you. So yeah, hopefully next week I will get back into the swing of things and start doing a little bit larger videos. But until next time, pagans, worship your ancestors, honor your gods, praise the spirits, and until I see you at the hall one day, Skal.